What can I say? Just more work needed to fix things around the Infiniti Q50 here. Welcome to, I think, part 8. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. The Infiniti Q50, I think this is part 8. Last time we installed the cold air intakes, the Z1 cold air intakes, and we connected everything, but this right here, this ECU for the fans was left outside somewhere here. I don't know who did it, but what ended up happening is when it was left outside, it was drenched in water. It rained, and when we picked it up, water was coming out of this ECU. So this ECU is probably bad for the fan. Here's a brand spanking new one, aftermarket, that I'm going to be installing. And then we're going to be going to change the battery because the battery's dead, and we need to change the battery in order to get her started, run the coolant through, and then top off more coolant, and then put her on ramps so I could go ahead and change the oil pan to an aluminum oil pan and put the Z1 oil cooler kit on her. And a 10mm is all you need to unscrew the ECU for the fans. Okay, got the battery installed, and I finished installing the ECU for the cooling fans. Time to give her a start. Started up perfectly. Well, unfortunately, after starting it, it started to overheat, so I had to shut her off. The fan and everything is working perfectly. I am not upset about that. But the fact that she's overheating, like these coolant lines right here, they're nothing but air, which means probably my thermostat ain't working. I gotta go see if I can buy a thermostat, and to do that, when I go shop around, thermostat's right there. So to do that, I'm gonna have to take off this intake over here. I'm going to have to probably remove that clip, but first let's go buy the thermostat and return this back to Advanced to get some money back for the core on the new battery. So I just came out of Advanced Auto Parts and returned my core of the battery core, got some money back. And unfortunately, when I searched for thermostat, the only thing came up was thermostat assembly, and thermostat assembly, it sits on top of my motor, not on the where the actual thermostat sits. I guess my car may have two thermostats, so I still have yet to see which one is the problem, why my car is overheating. I'm thinking it's probably the main thermostat. We'll have to see. If not, then the whole assembly has to be bought, which is about $600 something, unfortunately. So gonna go to AutoZone right now, and then I'm gonna check O'Reilly's. Napa unfortunately is closed for the day, and I really don't care about them too much. And if O'Reilly's and AutoZone doesn't have them, I'm gonna have to go to online and order it online, because that's just the only way to do it so far. So came to find out the thermostat on my car is not some little thing. It actually is that big thing that's expensive on top out of all things, and apparently that is bad. I'm gonna have to go buy another one. Okay, I'm back at the Q50, guys. So I was trying to tell you that it was this thing right here that was the problem. That's the thermostat. This big thing cost $600, but I don't think that's the problem now. I let the car cool off, and I topped it off more coolant. So now the only coolant lines that are not empty, that are empty, is literally like this one. This is full. Like this one is full. I think it's like half full. This one is, and that one is like empty. So hopefully sooner or later they'll activate and fill up, and then I can top it off more coolant. Might have to research if there's anything that I have to do in order to bleed the air out of it. So, I mean, driving with an airbag, but this car does rip. Really does do well. Just gotta check on the temperature and afterwards. So it seems to be holding up. No problem, no overheating now. Only thing I don't like is if we come over here, these lines feel empty, but I feel like they're return lines back to the radiator, so I'm not sure if they feel empty, because if you squeeze like these and these, they're like really full. So like these, feels like there's something in there, but not a whole lot. So maybe that's normal, maybe that's not. Oh, and also I got the lights working too, so gonna be moving on to the next stages. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 turn right. This particular package, driving a temp in the 6 Series.